Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. Me and the goat going by the Aransas County Airport. They had an air show here today. Matter of fact, it's going on all weekend. My buddy Troy was down here, did a live stream and some filming. Pretty cool stuff. If that interests you, check out Troy's channel, Adventure America, and you can see what was going on. They had a lot of old planes, a biplane, some old vehicles, and good time. Troy got himself a lobster roll. I'm prejudiced whenever I hear lobster, because the time I spent in Maine, if it's not a Maine lobster, I don't consider it a lobster. And there's a difference between Maine lobsters and Canadian lobsters, and it's almost up there with my annoyance when people say Philly cheesesteak. No such thing. It's a cheesesteak. All right, calm down. You're only a minute and 20 seconds into the video and you're ready to rant. Yeah, maybe it's not a Sunday cruise video. Maybe it's a rant video. That would be nice. We are in the golden hour. We are in the last hour of the day where things turn special colors, and we're kind of heading away from the sun, kind of heading northeast in a general direction, if you will. We're going to cross Copano Bay and Aransas Bay, and it's beautiful. The sun did go in for a little while. I spent most of the day timing my drugs, and I guess that's my new passion. For my diuretics to work properly, to work really good, I have to lay down. So that means twice a day I have to lay down. Even this morning, sometimes I'll get up at 3 a.m. just so I can take my diuretics, and I'll wake up every half hour and go to the bathroom, but at least that's 3 hours during the daytime that I don't have to go lay down. And there's nothing wrong with laying down. I'd like to tell you I'm productive when I lay down. I get things done on my phone, and I read, but I don't. I go to sleep. Heading over to Lamar real quick, and if things work out, we might see the sunset from this side of the bay tonight, or something different. When we get back to the other side here, I'll straighten out the camera. And while I was sleeping, I woke up late this afternoon, and went to the bathroom, and hadn't checked my phone in about an hour. And Troy had finished up here, and he was going to stop by for a visit. So thank you, Troy. It would have been nice to see you, and you're always welcome wherever I'm at. Troy and his wife Angela, and mostly their dog Motley, have been really good friends to me, and I appreciate them. They tolerate my craziness very well. So yesterday, there were two guys at Rockport Beach that I've seen there before at the tables, and I said, you know what? I'm going to go get him a couple burgers. Yep, this is the way we go to Goose Island. I'm going to straighten it out now. I'm going to go get them a couple burgers at McDonald's. At McDonald's, you can get a double cheeseburger for, I think, $3.68, and then get another one for an extra $1. So for under $5, I can feed two people. They're decent-sized double burgers, and not too bad on my budget. And I went to McDonald's. Oh, thank you very much. He way back, pulled over. The let us go by. Good job, dude. And saw there was no line at the drive-thru, so I used the app and ordered, went through the drive-thru, got my receipt, pulled up to the first window. The guy came and said, can you pull up to slot 1? And that is the biggest, you're never going to get your food now, warning, when you go to the Rockport McDonald's. So, okay, I pulled up to slot 1 and waited 10 minutes, waited about 15 minutes. Someone came up. Let's see if the deer are here. The deer are not here yet for the evening feed. What's going on there? Where's the evening feed? Maybe they already had it. There's a gentleman there at that triangle that puts out food for the deer. So I thought we would have a good, some good deer sightings. And we're going to slow down through here. No one behind us right now. Just in case little deer decides to run out on the road. Someone recognized me. I don't want to say who it was, and I don't want you to think I'm blaming this person. Talked to them for a minute, and they said, well, I'll go inside and get your food. And I said, no, I'm good, thank you. So they went inside and got my food and brought it out to me, and it was stone cold, which is why I didn't want them to go get my food, because I knew it was going to be wrong. So when the person that works there brings it out, I can look at it and say, hey, can you please fix this? I don't yell at the 16-year-old working at McDonald's, you know? But I just went and threw the food away. Apparently they made it right away and put it on the counter and just left it there. So I appreciate it when people offer me help, but when I say no thank you, guess what that means? Guess what it means? Go ahead. I got time. It means no thank you. That's a rant. So you're complaining that somebody helped you? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I kind of want to go down here. Oh, I see a deer. Is that a deer way down there? Yep, deer straight ahead. There should be deer. See the deer on the other side of the street? See him? I'm talking to you guys. Answer me, damn it. Oh, there's deer laying down in there, too. There's all kinds of deer right over there. There's that one standing up by the side of the road, and there's a couple laying down and a few little fawns. We're going to go down this street because sometimes they're hiding down here in this little area. Not today. No, I see some. So in this little private driveway to our left here, you see that white truck over there? He's over there, right there. He's looking at the deer in the driveway. And that's the road that leads down to Goose Island State Park. So at least we know there's deer around today. That's good. There goes the deer running off. There's a deer right in front of us. They're everywhere. Hey, buddy. Hey, Bambi. Oh, they're on the lawn directly behind him. There's a few back there. It's funny now. You remember about 2 months ago that Nil guy hit my truck? That had to be 6 times the size of this deer. And just muscle and massive. And where you going, Bambi? There's another one over here by the road. Oh, dear. Deer are cool. There's some more deer over here. Wow. No wonder they're not up at the triangle. They're all over here hanging out. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. To the right of that fence. Oh, that's cool. we'll get lucky and see some gators today. There's more deer on our right. There's a nice buck right there. Some of them are just laying down, real comfortable. And you almost think they're like lawn ornaments. What is that? Stuffed animal? That's a dog with its head in a hole. Did you guys see that? That's a live dog. He's sniffing for something. There's a deer right there. Hello, deer. Where you going? Where you going, deer? That was up in Maine. There's another deer right in front of us. Right there. Right there. Right there. Another deer on the other side of this mailbox. He's expecting a delivery sometime soon. Crazy for feeling so lonely. I found this note when I got in the trunk, and I don't know if I've ever used it or not. I would write myself notes for when I'm making videos, and this says, why can't two elephants swim at the same time? Why can't two elephants swim at the same time? They only have one pair of trunks. I once worked as a human cannonball, but I got fired. How much do cowboys pay for marsupials? How much do cowboys pay for marsupials? I don't know, about a buckaroo. About a buckaroo. So if you ever think the dad joke button is bad, you should see my notes. What do we got here? San Antonio Bay? I always forget to look. I like to look ahead of time, and then I sound really smart during the video when I can get some facts right. Not too many people double check the facts though, so what I've learned about watching politics in the last 10 years is you can just make stuff up and people will believe you. You don't need proof. You don't need correct numbers or names or anything like that. Here's another rant. Now, this boat ramp is very popular. I wonder what makes it so popular. Well, you can't even drive through there. I was going to take you through a little drive, but all the spots are filled. I don't think there'd be any gators out today because the temperatures are warm and the water is warm. Usually it's got to be a little colder so they want to get out in the sun, but what do I know? Let me take a look. I don't see any gators at the gator pond. Nope, no gators at the gator pond. I'm sure they're in there. I know you're not allowed to feed the gators, but I want to so bad. I just want to pick them up a rotisserie chicken and give them a blood pressure tablet and let them go to town on it. I'm not going to do it though. Not going to. I wonder if... So the Goose Island State Park Rangers just had an event to go see the whooping cranes. And I know they schedule that way ahead of time, but I don't know if there's whooping cranes over here. We had seen some, but they're, oh, the cows are out. Screw the whooping cranes. We got cows. How now, brown cow? No bull. What do you call a cow with no legs? That's an easy one. Ground beef. What do you call a cow with no legs trying to get somewhere? That's an easy one. Slider. Huh? Huh? These dad jokes are like the annoying song that gets in your head. You hate the song, but like you're in an elevator and you're just sitting there going, baby shark, doo 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 doo, baby shark. I don't see any whooping cranes. Doesn't mean they're not here. It just means I don't see any whooping cranes. I think the ones that we saw were going someplace else. There's a car pulled over, which usually means there's whooping cranes, but this is close to a driveway. Have you guys spotted any today? Hi, have you spotted any today?
No.
Me neither. Okay.
Our first time out.
Yeah. Where are you from? Well, I'm not going to make fun of it. Thank you for the country, and I apologize with what we did to it.
Wait a second. Look, behind you.
Yeah, I'm looking in the... You got one? You see, working together, there's nothing we can't accomplish.
Right, absolutely.
All right, thank you for Ozzy and The Who and every great American rock band. We know they're from England, so you guys have a good day. See, that was a case. They're very nice people. That was a case of me saying, "Where are you from?" and people here, "Where you from?" Hey, where you from? I know, Sharon. I should have asked what part. When I was at Rockport Beach, I pulled up to the booth, and it definitely wasn't the guy in the booth. But there was just a strong smell of weed. And like no one around, but it was just really strong. What do we got up here? What's this on the side of the road? Plastic bag. Okay. Huh. You guys want to get pictures of that, or you want to move on? Should we move on? So we got 17. So we got carry the 5, 18 minutes until sunset. Till official sunset. And often you get the cool colors. Now with these clouds we have right there, there's that potential, for a cool sunset. We usually make a left right there. And that brings us back to the intersection with the tree. I thought we'd just go this way for a little bit. It's like all the residential houses of Lamar over here. Goose Island Park storage. Huh. That's interesting. There's a storage facility back in there. We learn something new every day. For some reason today, I was thinking about the Philadelphia Zoo, which I probably have gone to 50 times. Back when I was a small child to an adult. And if you watch the original Rocky movie, is it the original Rocky movie or the second one? Where Rocky takes Adrian to the zoo. And despite her looks, they actually let Adrian out of the zoo. There's a joke, and it's cruel. What was the name of the dog in the Rocky movie? And if you know it, people say Butkus. That was the name of the dog, Butkus. And you say, no, Adrian. It's mean and it's horrible, and a Philadelphia tradition. I should have wore my hair. Oh, it's not a hairnet. That's That's actually very nice hair, actually. I don't know why. I thought that was like a see-through hair net over hair. And remember, I'm a bald guy, and I'm commenting on people's hair. That just doesn't seem right. This is where the old country club golf course was. The clubhouse was right here. We learned that a few years back. There's the old tennis courts. So we're over in Lamar. We're cruising. So, I've got really good memories of the Philadelphia Zoo. I remember watching the tigers playing in the snow. That was really cool. Back in the old Philadelphia Zoo, where the displays were like the animals could have got loose at any second, wasn't the best setup. I remember taking the boys there when they were young. They were probably 6 and 5, the two oldest boys, and they had a huge hot air balloon, and we went up in the hot air balloon. It was like a 20-minute ride, and I just remember Dominic was upset about something. I think he was just tired. Dominic was the youngest of the two. Was just tired and kind of crying, but he didn't know why he was crying. He was upset. He wasn't afraid of heights or anything. And I don't remember the view from the hot air balloon. I just remember holding Dominic against my leg because he was upset. So thanks for that great hot air balloon memory, Dominic. Poor kid. Poor kid had to tolerate my existence. I want to go back and talk to those people for England. I got complaints about the War of 1812. I remember we lived in the suburbs, and my dad would pick us up, and we would go to Upper Darby, Pennsylvania, and you could take the trolley right to the Philadelphia Zoo from there, and that was always cool. And the zoo was on our side of the Schuylkill River, so it was pretty easy to get to. I think the last official zoo I went to the zoo in Houston, and I wasn't all that impressed. I went to the zoo in Brownsville, and Brownsville, Texas had a really good zoo, and I remember they had quite a few gorillas, and they had a Komodo dragon. This was probably 12 years ago. Our problem was that we went in like June, and it was just, it's South Texas, it's ungodly hot. So all the animals are looking at us like, hey, get us out of here. And we were like, can't do it, it's too hot. There's Pops. Open on a Saturday night. Come get your burgers. Come to Pops. They got food there. You can make a come get your slops at Pops t-shirt. I've always gotten good food there, but I just really like their cheeseburger. When it comes to bar food, I try to keep it simple and not get too fancy. Sorry, we're going into the sun, guys. There's a truck coming, so we're going to let it pass by. We're going to go here. And there's nothing coming behind me now. So we're going to get over. I'll tell you what, I cannot keep these windows clean. So I just did them 2 days ago. It's not like I'm spending a lot of time in the truck anymore. Oh, ain't that pretty? Ain't that pretty? Ain't that pretty? Nice little sky. Philadelphia Zoo, the Philadelphia Art Museum. Very few people go into the Philadelphia Art Museum. They just want to run up the steps like Rocky. And at the very top of those front steps, there's a plate where Sylvester Stallone, with his Converse on, stepped into the wet concrete. And it makes you realize just how small Sylvester Stallone was, because they are tiny little sneaker prints. Well, I don't want to disturb these guys, but I think I got to. This right here, so there's the LBJ Parkway, and then right over here is where the old fishing pier was. Right here, and hopefully we won't be in their way. Well, I mean, how's that, kids? Is that better? Better or worse? Well, now I know where the weed smell's coming from. I'm not even looking over in that direction. They can do what they want. I don't care. It's not my job. We got 9 minutes, guys. 9 minutes to sunset, and maybe we'll get some cool colors on those clouds up there. Checking hockey scores this morning. Those planes from the air show were flying low. When I was at the apartment, I don't know how high they were, but they were so low that it was like when they were like, I was thinking there was a heavy trash truck coming down the street, you know, like it was going to be something huge, and then it just kept getting louder and louder, and you would realize that it was a plane. This is where I suggested my visitor Jason, Jason's Texas Adventures, come film a sunset, and he did, and he got the most spectacular sunset. It was really nice. There's a car to my left now. This is like the driving. If there was no one here, I would pull up right to that spot between the warning signs and the cables. And that's what I usually do, but I don't want to block someone else's view. I am sure that someone will come block our view at some point. It always seems to happen. And I will rant about it. I think it would be interesting to see some people at this point. Here she comes. Here she comes. She kind of looked at me, and I waved her in. So you can see her in the lower left-hand corner there. There's a history sign there that tells you about the old bridge. There was a time where there were actually 3 bridges here. When they first built this bridge, the LBJ Causeway, they call it, the replacement bridge that wasn't that old was there, and that was closed. They had to close that because of the damage from Hurricane Harvey. And then the old pier was here, and the pier was cut out in the center. It was the old bridge, and they left it as a fishing pier, which was awesome. But that was really damaged. Different hurricanes over the years, and they had to take that down. So we got a really good causeway bridge here, but people still have very good memories. And I think it's so cool that they left that foundation right in front of us. And it's got the history sign right there on the left. We've read that a few times. I'd go over and film it, but like I said, there's people here. And I don't want to block their view. Not gonna do it. We have 5 minutes to sunset, kids. And then I got to get back before it gets dark, because I do not drive well in the dark. I do not drive well in the dark. I love you, Norman. That's my Katharine Hepburn. Whenever I get tired, I channel my inner Katharine Hepburn. I think that's the, so there's Katharine Hepburn in Golden Pond, and then she's in a John Wayne movie where she goes out on the trail. Is it like the sequel to True Grit, that she's the woman in the movie? I forget what that's called, but sometime in the last few years, I saw a John Wayne, Katharine Hepburn movie. Google, don't fail me now. Can't use Google while I'm filming. Even if I bring my tablet, I have to have my ride the tablet off of my phone. I could probably do that while I'm filming, but I'm sure it would eat up the battery pretty quick as well. Last year they spotted a manatee over here in Copano Bay, which is pretty amazing to me. And they've spotted them in Corpus Christi Bay. I still swear I saw a manatee in Corpus Christi Bay. But they've been reported over the years. Because there was a gentleman way to the right. That development is called Holiday Beach. Hello, Hammer. And Holiday Beach, there was a person who had a freshwater hose, and basically the manatee was sticking its head out of the water with its mouth open, and the guy was giving it fresh water to drink. But manatees are in fresh water. It's pretty amazing when you think about the amount of salt water they had to get from, the Everglades to here. I know we got gators here and everything else. When's the last time I saw a live gator? It's been a couple weeks. This is a spot to see them. There's 2 gator ponds over. I mean, there's a gator pond in Holiday Beach. There's that gator pond we kind of drove by in Lamar. You can go over to the wildlife preserve. I think when I get back into the truck, we'll go over to the wildlife preserve. Gorgeous day, 80 degrees. It stayed in the 70s overnight. I got a message from my buddy Pat. Hello, Pat. And the repair guys are going to come Tuesday, hopefully for the air conditioning. But it's been comfortable. I've got 2 of the windows open. I don't have the front window open because it picks up a lot of noise from the street, but if it was too hot, that's another option. There's only 3 windows in the apartment, and that is plenty. That is plenty. Well, my phone said sunset today was at 5:25, and it is 5:24. So I don't think so. I think once again the fine people at Apple have lied to us. We did lose power at some point yesterday afternoon for a little bit at the apartment. I slept right through it. I have my my phone and my fan plugged into my Jackery, just out of convenience in the bedroom, and never woke up. If I was asleep and my fan shut off, I would wake right up like, you know, what's going on? But I didn't. You guys can just pretend this is a live stream. Get a good signal here. Not a big fan of live streams. Hey Mark, welcome in Mark. How you doing, Mark? Hey, Ophelia. How are you, Ophelia? Good to see you. Oh, Dana, good to see you. Like, you might as well go film the greeter at Walmart. Hey, Goat, wake up. Goat, wake up. Did you hear that? I said you might as well go. I didn't even say the joke yet, buddy. Never mind. Some days, just the goat is like, I don't know. The goat's just a dick. I don't like to use foul language, but I usually only use foul language when I'm talking to chickens. Yep. Oh, you like that one, huh? The goat loves a chicken joke. So I don't think the sun's going down today, guys. I mean, that's just not going down, right? On the camera, it looks like it's going down, but there's a good amount of space between the sun and the water. Huh. My favorite sunset, my favorite sunrise ever in Port Aransas. I slept right on the beach, no one around me, and it was before the sun came up. Everything was red. The water was red, the sky was red, like red and black mix, like it was all the same color. I have video of it, and it was just amazing. And then a guy who was looking for me, I think his name was James, found me, pulled up, came over real quick, gave me $100 bill. And I was like, you know, dude, that's a lot of money. And he was like, he just said, like, hey, I watch your channel, thank you. And then left, which I just thought that was odd. He could have hung out a little bit, but probably had a life and had to be somewhere. And then 2 days later on my channel, I was talking about short videos. And I said I had a short video with 18,000 views. Oh, here comes someone walking. Go ahead. Well, you're in my camera frame, so please be entertaining. But I had a short video with 18,000 views, and it literally paid me something like 18 cents, which if you people that make short videos, you know they pay almost nothing unless they go viral, you know? And he left me a nasty note that I was a scam artist and I was lying about what I made. And I think he thought I said YouTube paid me 18 cents. Like my YouTube check was 18 cents. And never heard from that guy again. So, like when he first said it, I thought he was kidding. And it's really weird to have someone misinterpret what you said. And even like I went back and found the video where I said it, and I said it correctly. It wasn't like I said it incorrectly. And either that or people think you're rich if you're on YouTube. And for years and years, I struggled on YouTube, and I get a check every month, and I'm grateful for it. And over a year ago, my retirement Social Security kicked in, and I'm okay. And for over a year now, I've been getting 1,000 views minimum on my videos, and I don't worry about live streams. I don't worry about shorts. I don't do memberships or anything like that. I don't do premieres. When premieres first came out, I tried them, and I might do a live stream like every 6 months, and it's basically just to say hi to people, and I blast music, so if I posted it, I would get a copyright strike. But I'm happy with doing my one video. Try to do it every day. I haven't, since having medical issues, can't do it every day. See how that one little cloud, it might get some color? I think we might get some color here. 5:31. And that, from my view, that sun has not touched the water yet. Oh, here come two pretty girls. Ladies, if you would get in front of my camera, it would help my ratings. Thank you. Go ahead. You have to come over to at least the sign. Oh no. They got boyfriends. Alright guys. Stop sucking your guts in. It is almost touching the water right now. Look at that. Look at that. Should I cheat a little bit and zoom in? Should I? Let's see what I can do here, guys. Let's see what we can do here. Attention's fighting me. Oh, the water's crooked. There you go. Well, it's officially touching. I still think we'll get some, we'll go wide in case these people stop over. Let me see, I'll show you the people. Keep the sun in there. They're right down there. You can kind of see them on the left there. Playing in the rubble. Hey, you kids, get out of the rubble. Come on, colors. I think as we're going back over the causeway, we're going to get some cool colors. I think that will be very cool. Let's do that. So it's about halfway down in the water. Can you hear the sizzle? Sounds like bacon. Sounds like bacon. Seriously, guys, I want to thank all you who have hung out this far. I really appreciate you guys. I've got an excellent group of people who show up every day and leave comments and give me a thumbs up, and I really do appreciate it. They say it helps if people give you the thumbs up. I don't know. I could never find any official YouTube rules. I can still see the top of the sun. Pretty nice. Pretty sweet. Absolutely beautiful out. I only have the air conditioning on to keep the camera cool. You'll appreciate this. I had a bottle of water in here the other day, and it's been in here a few days, and I took a sip and something hit my lips, and I identified it hitting my lips as a, like a individual pill comes in a packet, and you pop the pill out, and you have that little aluminum packet thing left. I'm like, well, why would I put that in my water bottle when there's still water in there? And then I looked, and it was a cockroach. So I was drinking cockroach water. Write that down. We got the last dot of light right there. Right there. And it's gone. Let's go. Let's see if we can back up. Cars between us. It's just the air is wet and all the dirt and everything just sticks to your vehicle. See if we can get out of here. All right. There's the causeway. Let's go over the causeway. Catch some sunset action. There we go. I hope the internet is working when I get back to the apartment. Well, that would be a bummer. There you go. We got low air again. Okay. We'll have to take care of that in the morning. Ooh, look at the pretty sky. Look at the pretty sky. I guess we can't make a Sunday video anymore without one of the alarms going off, huh? Well, guys, looking at Copano Bay, the sun going down. Bayside is over there somewhere. We already mentioned Sharon, so we'll mention Steve and Raina. Thanks for riding along today, guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for letting me rant. Thanks for watching.